Sit over here, man. Sit over here.
Good afternoon. Today is Tuesday, November the 26th, 25. This is a work session of the School Board Trustees of School City of East Chicago. The time now is 6:18. The place is Lincoln Elementary School, 3551 Block Avenue in East Chicago, Indiana. And this is being shown in via live stream at www.scec.k12.in.us. This is a meeting of the school board in public for the purpose of conducting the schools corporation's business and is not to be considered a public community meeting. Madam Secretary, roll call, please.
Trustee Gomez. Trustee Smith.
Present.
Trustee Rodriguez.
Present.
Trustee Taylor.
Present.
Madam President Gibson King.
Present. Now we go to our item agenda, pre-approved board agenda. Pledge allegiance.
No, it's the work session.
Oh, that's right. Yes, okay. Dr. Bernay?
Thank you. Hopefully everyone can hear me. Good evening, everyone. Our first item is a work session item. It is a special presentation from Excel Center regarding our adult basic education program, which supports goal number 1, academic support systems. So now we will turn over to our partners at Excel Center. Thank you.
Good evening, School City of East Chicago Board and all of the fine community folks from East Chicago where I do hail. Born and raised here, well, born in Gary, Indiana, but raised in East Chicago by way of New Edition. So if you are from New Edition, that is your shout out for this evening. I am so pleased to be here this evening to represent the Excel Center. The Excel Center, and if you can hear me without the microphone, I would prefer to do that, not to get any backlash. Okay. Can you hear me now? Okay. So we are from the Excel Center. My name is Keisha White, and I serve as the director of the Excel Center that is located on West Ridge Road in Gary, Indiana.
Good evening, everyone. I am Dr. Countess Anderson. I am the director of the Excel Center in Hammond. We're located on 169th, about a half block from Morton High School, if you're familiar with that area. We would love to have an opportunity to tell you about who we are and how we are serving in our community around those students that need a high school diploma.
And so with that, we'd like to share with you our mission of the Excel Center. We are mission to transform adult lives through the power of achieving a high school diploma, a Core 40 high school diploma, and accessing post-secondary education and careers in growing, sustainable local industries. So what does that do for the School City of East Chicago? We are not a competitor. We are not here to take the students from your School City of East Chicago, but we are here as a partner, as Dr. Bernay has stated. So our purpose, our job is to actually assist you with students that are 18 and over who, for whatever reason, may have dropped out, stopped out, maybe figured that the traditional high school way might not be for them. So what can we do for them? We offer them that transition into the Excel Center to still attain their Core 40 high school diploma. It is free. We have child care. We assist with transportation. And we also have the moments where we offer them career assistance and vocational education, meaning we offer them some of those opportunities that they can get a voc education while attaining their high school diploma. We don't have dual credit. We don't have dual credit set up. So that is something that the School City of East Chicago can actually benefit from, offering dual credit. So we don't do that. We are not a competitor where we want to be that holistic. But we do offer opportunities to students 18 and over. They have to be 18 and over with a second chance that they might not have gotten from their first chance here in East Chicago.
To reiterate what Ms. White has said, I think it's important that you know, again, we are dealing with adults, but we do team them with a life coach. They are coached from the beginning. We take the credits that they've already earned here, and we then build an academic plan to help them finish out those core 40 credits. And so someone that comes to us, and I've seen students that have come to us, not necessarily from this district, but they may start with 0 credits. It's been a while. They moved around. They maybe dropped out in the 7th or 8th grade. That's someone we can still help through the Core 40 diploma. We have highly qualified teachers in a classroom setting. To reiterate what Ms. White said, it is not a GED, it is classroom. We have 4 periods, and so every day students can pick their flexible schedule. Hey, I work in the morning, I work in the evening. We can then align their classes with their schedule, and then that helps us to then determine their academic pathway as well. So I think that along with what Ms. White said, we are a partner. We certainly are not an alternative school because of someone that's 16 or 17 and having behavior. That's not what we do, but what we do is as those students age out of your schools, we are there to help. We even assist students that have IEPs and or 504s, and so we're always happy to help every student and meet them where they are.
And then in closing, we want to reiterate again, 18 and over. 18 and over. We do not accept students that are in that 16, 17-year-old range. But what we also want to do for the school city is to make sure that we know that you know that this program is in existence. You might know parents, or you might know of a relative or some others, maybe in your family, maybe not in your family, maybe in your community, who could benefit from our program. We want to offer a holistic approach for education. There are people out there who might need this and may not know how to acquire it. We're here for them. We are that second chance that some might not be able to benefit from and might be looking for an opportunity. That is why we are here. We are part of Goodwill Michiana. And so our mission, again, is to help educate, to ensure vocational readiness, and to offer job placement, to make sure that we can get you skilled up so that you can go out and represent not only your family, but for your community at large. So we thank you for this opportunity to speak, and we have another bit of information for you.
Quickly, we do offer ESL, English as a Second Language, on our campuses. We have day classes and evening classes as well. So we meet that community where they are. Obviously, they would be high school students, but we will be helping them, again, where they are learning English as a second language. Thank you again for your time, board. Thank you, community, for listening. And we are happy to help in the future.
Yes. Are there any questions from the board? You have any questions, board? I do. Yeah, go ahead, Trustee Smith.
No, I just wanted to say that I'm very familiar with your program, and I saw the works of it in Hammond, Indiana, I think for the last 7 or 8 years. It's a very successful program.
Yes.
So hopefully we can make this work in our community. But what I want you to do also is not just East Chicago. You're from New Edition.
Yes, ma'am.
Work your work
Yes, ma'am.
in the community.
Yes, ma'am.
So that we can entice other, because once we're just here, they're here. And like you said, we have the English learning, and you have all of those different entities that you have provided. So we have to make this a community, not just the East Chicago thing, but a community, because we have so many 18 and overs who don't have a GED or have not completed school, and that is one of the things that's holding them back. So I know what your program can do. And I've seen you graduate, I think one year they had like 120. So I'm very familiar with it. I'm glad, hopefully we can I'm not going to say hopefully, we can make this work in our community. But you and I, all of us going to have to do a little more work in order to entice them to come to enhance their education skills.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, I want to expound on what Trustee Smith said. I know Hammond has an excellent program about 10 years ago. I believe Cynthia Warner, are you familiar? You know Cynthia Warner? She's familiar with the program, yes. Can you hear me? Oh, Cynthia Warner, she ran the program over in Hammond. And it was a successful program. They did graduate, they had a graduation class, I believe about 200, and I was there. Yeah. It's 180? Okay, yeah. And so me and Mrs. Smith, we're very familiar with the program, like I said, and this is something that we do need here in East Chicago. I know the GED program got started, it fell off, and all kind of things, but we're hoping that it'll be successful for our students. And thank you all for coming. Anybody else on the board have questions? Okay, Trustee Joel.
Madam President,
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's hard for me to hear. I was just going to ask, so all this is in person, there's no online?
We do have online opportunities. However, we do ask that our students to uphold to the attendance policy, check in with us once a week. And that's an in-person check-in. If they cannot make it to us, we make it to them. That means that we'll come to the community, we'll check in on a student, and we'll make sure that they are visible and present.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So,
So Trustee Rodriguez, my lease is up in Hammond in 2027. And of course, there are others involved in that decision-making, our superintendent, the CEO of Goodwill of Michiana. But I would love the opportunity to get them introduced to you around that very thing. Yes, we want to be where we need to be. And so I am open to those conversations.
Well, thank you. We look forward to having you all, okay? Any more questions? Thanks a lot.
thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Anderson, and thank you, Ms. White. We will see this item on the December 9th board meeting, the regular board meeting, as an item for approval. If there are any other questions regarding that, we will move to our pre-board agenda. Are there any questions for the board regarding our claim docket? Mr. Pena is here to address any questions from the board regarding the claim docket.
No one has any questions, Madam President. I wouldn't mind going first.
Yeah, can you hear us, Trustee Taylor?
Yes.
Okay. What was your question?
Did Dr. Bonet inquire about the claim docket?
Yes.
Okay. If we could start with page 7, please. And that would be claim number 92356.
Repeat the number again, trustee Taylor.
Nine two three five six.
We have claim 92356, page 7. That is the Harris Law Firm claim.
Is that Harris now? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I already had that.
All right,
Can you,
okay.
Thank you. Trustee Taylor, can you repeat your question?
Yes, I'm sorry, you responded to claim number 92356, correct?
Correct. Yep.
And just, again, just wanted to confirm that that was outside of the retainer fee, correct?
Mr. Pena?
Okay.
Trustee Taylor's question is
Page 13,
hold on for a minute, Trustee Taylor. You want to
Yes.
confirm that that is outside of the retainer?
yes.
Yes, it is.
Your correspondence.
Correct. We're ready for the next one.
outside.
Okay, sorry, it's a little challenging to hear. Page 13, claim number 92556. I was looking at the invoices. It looks like they speak to drum equipment.
She say 17? Trustee Taylor, what page did you say?
13.
13, what's the claim number?
92556. It's listed as music supplies for the youth orchestra. And Trustee Taylor, will you repeat your question for us?
Okay, yeah, I was looking at the invoices, and it appears that they were music supplies, but
Yeah.
mainly for drum instruments.
Gotcha.
Just wondering if this has anything to do with possibly having a drum line pretty soon?
Say 92556.
We'll record that question, so we might have to have Ms. Simmons follow back up with you, unless Mr. Pena is able to respond to that question.
So that was a little clear, sorry. If you responded, I couldn't hear, I apologize.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna wait till Mercedes finish. Then we're gonna wait till Mercedes finish with her question.
We will follow up with you regarding that claim. Do you have another one, Trustee Taylor?
I think you said you could follow up?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, thank you. And then, on page 18, claim number 92470.
Thank you. That is claim 92470. It is
Yes.
for B&H Photo Video.
2470.
Materials and supplies. That is for one of our CTE programs.
Thank you,
And
okay.
Yeah, what program is this for? Which CTE?
It should be for our digital media and photography program.
We approved that.
to April.
What number was
Then my last one,
9470.
I found it on the claim docket, on the invoices, but I don't think I found it on the claim docket.
You talking about the same claim number?
No, I think I did find it. Okay, so I'm on page 6 now. This is my last one. Page 6,
Okay, page 6.
claim number 92500. Claim number 92500
Yes.
and 92501.
Yes.
All right, so I understand what this is, and I looked at the invoices, and I appreciate how they listed all the teachers and all the subs that were contracted for this time. Now, what I did notice was that there was a different contracted amount for a sped teacher, but I don't think that was shared in the presentation. They had all the different types of professionals itemized, but I don't think they had a sped teacher itemized. And it appears that we're getting charged a different rate for sped teachers. So I don't know if we need to look at that.
So Mr. Guardiola is here from Human Resources. He'll follow up regarding the sped rate that's different from the previous rate in the contract, in the agreement.
Okay.
Thank you, Trustee Taylor. You got, okay, I have the same question, which is 92500 to Attorney Harris. Did you find out if this company that we had agreed on or either voted on, they were for 6 months only?
You have to put them.
Yes,
6 months only, is that true?
Correct.
So what's the date, what's the ending date? You have that available?
no, I
Okay,
don't have the.
but it is 6 months?
Yes,
Okay.
and I see Superintendent Bournet is also agreeing that it's 6 months, so.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, we had some conversation about it, but I thought that's what the board said, it was for 6 months.
Yes,
Yes, go ahead, Trustee.
I'm sorry, can we repeat that about the 6 months?
Yeah, yeah, Trustee Taylor, their contract was only for 6 months, but Dr. Bonet has told me that it was for a year, but I knew that we had voted on it for 6 months. Can you repeat the question for Trustee Taylor about the pay that you were speaking of about the ESS company? Trustee Taylor?
Unable to hear that last statement, so if I think I heard it correctly, are we saying that the contract is only valid for 6 months, or we're going to reassess the contract in 6 months and decide if we're going to extend it for the full year?
No, it was only for 6 months. And I guess at that time, we'll do some kind of reviewing, I guess. But
Yes.
right now, it's just for 6 months. Yeah, excuse me a minute. Trustee Taylor, I'm going to ask Dr. Bonet to explain what you were explaining about their pay to Trustee Smith. You got bad sound in there.
Yes, so Trustee Taylor was inquiring about, there was a sped teacher rate that was listed differently on the invoices. And so we said we will follow up and verify.
That was one of my questions. Yes, and I see you got it. Okay, let's see. Okay, Trustee. Finish with that. Did you have anything on here to say, Trustee Gomez?
Madam President, just back to page 1.
Page 1?
Yes. And the claim that was addressed previously, 92063.
Wait,
Maybe
what-
Attorney
what-
Harris
what-
can
What's
explain.
the number?
92063.
Okay, 92063.
Maybe Attorney Harris can explain how that comes to be for services.
Yeah.
yes. So the way, can you hear me okay?
No, I don't think yours is on.
Yeah, let me.
I don't know why they picked this room. Don't they have the,
Okay, can you hear me better now?
the auditorium?
All right, perfect. So there, in the contract for legal services, it's broken down into 2 components. One is for retainer, and that covers items such as all of our meetings. So work sessions, executive sessions, regular school board meetings, and routine communication with the board is all covered under the retainer. And that's what you see in claim number 92063, and that's a flat monthly amount. Additional billing is for items outside of the retainer for special projects. So any litigation, drafting of documents, all those things you'll find in the hourly billing, and there's a detailed invoice associated with those that you'll see. But for attendance at board meetings, however many there may be, they're all covered under the monthly retainer.
Thank you.
All of that too.
Yes, and to answer your question, all the phone calls and all those things are also covered under the retainer.
Thank you, thank you, Attorney Harris. Are there any more questions? Are there any more questions from the board? Okay, we'll move on.
Okay. That covers all of our items under the consent agenda, unless there are any questions regarding fundraisers or donations.
Oh, I gotta go back.
Okay.
Yeah, but we'll stay on the donations. Anybody any questions about the donations and
Yes.
things? Okay. I need to go back to the claim docket
Oh,
here.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. There are some crisis preventions in here for 92066, 92067, 92068. How many of the, who are these individuals? And what was this for?
This is crisis prevention training. These are for, if the board recalls, we approve staff members to go and be the trainers. So we sent 3 of our staff members, our deans, to go and be trained. They come back and in turn train the entire staff.
But you do know who they were.
We will get that. It was listed on the previous PD report.
Okay, all right. Okay, now we can go, did you say it was, what was we into now, the
Were there any questions regarding fundraisers or donations?
Can you explain to him about the Christmas? Donation for the children.
Christmas?
Is it listed?
It's in the donation. You got to put it on the website.
It's in the donation, that's Christmas, what it is.
Oh, yes.
Is it on there? Is it on there already?
They're asking for toys.
Yeah.
So, your question about the toy donation?
Yes. Let them know if they want to donate. Or can they?
And so we are having our upcoming holiday activity. I believe it's called Cardinals in Toyland. And so we did solicit from our existing partners and community and vendors regarding donating to our upcoming Cardinals in Toyland.
Yes, and this is going to be Saturday, December the 13th, 2025. That's
is
going to be at Central High School. A toy giveaway event for East Chicago's students. And I guess the deadline is December the 1st to have the gifts.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, but is this on the website? Is it on our website, you know?
It is advertised on our school, our elementary buildings at the elementary level, and we've sent individual letters to our partners.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, these are some vendors. Okay, yes.
Any other questions regarding donations or fundraisers? Okay. If there are no other questions on the consent agenda, we'll move to new business. Item 6.01 is the approval of an MOU with Dunes Learning Center. It aligns with Strategic Goal 1 Academic Support Systems, and that is a field trip for all of our students across any of the elementary buildings to go to Dunes Learning Center. Questions regarding that activity?
Is it a trip or is it a camp?
It's a field.
To the, I think all the schools gonna be going, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, all the schools will be going.
Okay.
Other questions regarding Dunes Learning Field Trip? Any other questions?
Dr. Bonet, so this is for the beginning of the 26th through 27th school year, correct?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Okay. Item 6.02 is the approval of a bid for a construction manager as constructor services for East Chicago Central High School's HVAC project. And now, Mr. Pena. So the school district will be awarding the bid to Pangier. Pangier is actually in our, to join us for the work session. If the board has any questions for Pangier.
Just, Madam President,
Yes, trustee Gomez.
just clarification on the actual document. The numbers don't align, so I don't know if somebody's taken a look at this, but at the end of number 1, A, B, and C, if you look at the numbers, they're not clear to me. Somebody can answer that?
So, Mr. Harris, do you have that?
I do, and I agree with the comment. I reviewed this too, and those numbers don't add up. So I think we need some clarification there. In particular, if you look at item 1A, that number is just wrong. And it appears as though A, B, and C are supposed to total the amount in line item 1, but all around, those numbers don't appear to be accurate.
We'll ask Pangier to also explain. So the bid, construction project is done in 3 phases. So there is a pre-construction phase, a phase 1, 2, and 3 over the course of the 3 summers, starting this summer, 2026, summer of 2027, and summer of 2028. So I don't think that they were meant to be in total or the summation of those lines. Mr. Vermillion can also clarify.
You saying that we need these people?
Yes, for item 1, the total would be 99,000.
Are you saying it's listed incorrectly here for phase 1?
Yes, the individual breakdown is correct.
Okay.
Oh, okay, but I was on the board then, right? But you, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, them people, Really? You see it, that they didn't follow the
Okay. These 3 should. So pre-construction service should be a total of 99,000. Not 119,000.
Just have a resubmit.
You're gonna have to resubmit that.
Can you just
then.
resubmit
it
the correct numbers?
with the correct numbers on it,
We
okay?
appreciate it. Before the
Yeah.
next board meeting,
Yes,
thank you.
thank you.
Okay.
Are you going to table
Yeah.
Until
Yeah,
we
we
get
can
the.
table it.
With the correct.
Madam President,
Yes, trustee Gomez.
Madam President,
Oh, I'm sorry, that you, I'm
Oh.
sorry. Go ahead, trustee Rodriguez.
Well, this is not a regular session, so we don't have to make a motion at this time, right?
Right,
Okay, thanks.
right.
Okay. Then,
All right.
since, the next item is 6.03, it is the approval of the nurse salary scale. Nurse Bobo is available to answer any questions for the board. Questions regarding the nurse salary scale?
Are you inquiring questions about the nursing salary schedule?
Yes, ma'am.
I just wanted to confirm if this salary schedule was only for 2025.
Yes, that's only for this year, 2025. That's the question, trustee Taylor?
Yes. That is correct.
So you got number 2 months, yeah, just 2 months.
Okay, so in 2026, we should expect a different salary schedule. So this one would just need to be approved for this year, because we don't have one approved at the moment, correct?
That is correct. Other questions regarding the?
Yes, we got some questions.
Okay, go ahead.
This is the nurse's contract. Okay.
I'll let y'all handle this one. I'm gonna let y'all handle this one.
What you were looking for? You looking for the nurses? Yeah, you do. Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't have any.
Oh, yes, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to, just go ahead, trustee Gomez.
Okay, these are just listed as the salaries, these individuals are considered full-time employees though, correct?
That is,
That's
Okay.
correct, yes.
Okay, thank you.
so yes, if trustee Taylor did not hear, these are full-time employees. Trustee Gomez asked that question.
There was some talk about from,
And
oh, you finished, trustee Taylor?
so, the question is, do these salaries, or does the scale also, is reflective of licenses?
Yes, they are. Actually, the current salary schedule does not even have a category for some of the nursing staff that's currently working in the district.
Yes.
Excuse me, can you repeat that? We can't hear you.
Yes, the current nursing salary does not even have a category for some of the nurses nursing staff that we hire now. For example, we recently hired a QMA, and that stands for Qualified Medication Aid. There's no category for that discipline. So actually, when she was hired in, they offered her a CNA salary, and that's a certified nursing assistant.
Right.
So this current proposal, it incorporated for CNAs, QMAs, LPNs, and RNs. And one of the other things I want to add in regards to the CNA salary, I don't know if you have a copy of a current nursing salary schedule. It only has CNA, X amount is the salary, which I won't say, but it doesn't permit for years of experience. So coming into the district, whether you just completed your CNA or you've been practicing as a CNA for 25 years, the salary offer is the exact same. And it's been like that since I've been in the district, which is about 9.5 years.
So does every school have a nurse?
Every school currently has a nursing professional, but not a nurse. For example, at Cary Gosh, the nursing staff that's there is a certified nursing assistant, which cannot work in a building independently because of the discipline, because of her scope of practice. So what that means is that me, as a registered nurse and the district coordinator, actually is the nurse for that building. But I have a CNA
that actually reports to that building every day, and she is the nursing staff that manages the healthcare needs of the students and staff, actually.
So you would pretty much have to go to these buildings because there's nobody but you that can hold that
Exactly.
position. So you have to go to all of our school buildings,
That is correct.
all the other ones?
That is correct. And I also would like to point out that currently at Lincoln Elementary School, which has the highest acuity of health needs of all of our students in the district, there's a CNA that is in that building operating independently and under me as a registered nurse under my license. So there was a position created a few months ago because of the acuity of the health needs of Lincoln, but that position is currently vacant, and so we are in search of preferably a registered nurse for that building, but currently there's a CNA working independently in that building that has the most children with more significant health care needs. And if you would like an example of those health needs, Lincoln has a couple of students that have G tubes. They're fed and receive feeding and hydration via a gastric tube. Several severe diabetic students with insulin pumps. There's also a couple students with seizure disorders, and one student in particular has an implanted device to help manage his seizures. So that's some serious healthcare needs for students in a building that's pretty much overseen by a CNA on a daily basis. And one more thing I want to add, a CNA that's been practicing for just about 20 years and receiving the pay of a CNA that does not have to even have a high school diploma, 17, 18 years old. And we have a CNA that's been practicing 19 years receiving that same pay.
Yes, so the nurse's salary scale will be approved next board meeting.
This is just. in
Madam
discussion.
President,
Will
Yes,
be-
trustee
will it-
Rodriguez.
It'll
First
be
of all-
retro to July 1, beginning of this school year. It will be retro to the beginning of this school year.
Madam President.
Yes, go ahead, trustee Rodriguez.
Nurse Boble, thank you for breaking it down this way, so it makes us understand a little bit more as far as the qualifications and the certification, as well as the years that they have been in as far as working. So I kind of like the way you've done the salary schedule, so thank you for that.
Thank you.
My question, though, is, so you want this to be approved for 2025 school year? Because it doesn't have a date in terms of, or you just want us to approve the salary schedule for future hires and adjusting the current hires you currently have? Is that what you want to do?
Absolutely, to be adjusted for current staff, current
Okay.
nursing staff, and to move forward with new hires. Because one of the things that I am finding is that when some new staff is coming in, they're making actually more than the people that's been here for years. The people that's been in the district, holding the district down all through COVID, through a lot of things that, we've gone through, a lot of issues with the vaccines and immunizations. And I do want to add that we are at 80% compliance with our vaccines. And I can tell you a few years ago, that number was much lower. So the nurses have done an outstanding job getting our students caught up with vaccinations and immunizations.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions regarding nurse salary scale?
I can't really hear her, so. It's bad in here, the sound. So, okay, I'll talk about it. Yeah. Okay, Nurse Bobo, right?
Yes.
Correct, okay. So now, with the nurses in the schools, I just need a little bit of understanding. We can hire CNAs,
We can and we do, yes.
and we can hire QMAs.
Yes,
That's
correct.
licensed by the state.
Correct.
I know, okay. So, I know that their salary is different from an RN.
Most definitely.
Well, you know, I know that.
So I will kind of explain that too. The hierarchy of nursing, basically, and I tell you that this salary schedule is just really kind of unbelievable because when I came into the district 9.5 years ago, we had all of the disciplines except for QMAs. And so, and what that means, there was never an LPN salary on the current schedule. Never as LPN. So when they brought LPNs in, they paid them the same salary as an associate prepared registered nurse. But, you know, I won't get into all of that, but I will explain to you the hierarchy of the nursing disciplines. So if you start at the lowest level, actually, the certified nursing assistant is the start. Then the qualified medication aide basically is a CNA who has finished further education in order to be able to pass medication as per the state and per the scope of their practice. So they can legally, within the scope of their practice, administer medications. Then the next step would be licensed practical nurse, the LPN, and then the registered nurse. And there's a couple different levels with registered nurses, but I didn't even really address that in the salary schedule proposal. I just said RNs because it gets kind of muddy when you kind of get into that. I think there's a place for a salary adjustment with associate prepared RNs versus bachelor prepared RNs. But just because I know that this is an educational institution, it's not a hospital, it's not a clinic, it's not a doctor's office, we're in the educational arena. So because of that, I just kind of kept it basic, CNA, QMA, LPN, and RN. And that's the hierarchy of the nursing disciplines.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you, Nurse Bobo, and thank you, Nurse Payne. If there are any other questions for that item, we will go to the personnel report. Questions regarding the personnel report?
Personnel report, Mr. Nurse. Did you get the personnel report from last week? She's here. Yes, yeah, go ahead, I'll ask Trustee Gomez. She said, go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead.
On page 2, it looks like the salaries are missing here. For example, if you go to page 3, it's got the employee name, type, and the amount. That's missing in this page 2 document.
What'd you say, Trustee Gomez, what's missing?
If you look at items 1 through 6 on page 2, and you look at items 7 through 9 on page 3, 7 through 9 have an amount, a dollar amount associated with the position. That's missing from items 1 through 6 on page 2.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, we can't approve it then. Page 2, right, Trustee Gomez?
Yes, page 2 is missing the dollar amount for each of those individuals.
All right, well, we just have to revisit it, yeah, right there.
Man.
And then
Okay. Go ahead,
on
trustee Gomez.
page 3, number 8,
Page 3.
yeah, number 8, as we were looking at that salary schedule, I just noticed that the CNA, item number 8, CNA/qualified medical aid, that falls in, just outside of the CNA range and well under the QMA aid range. Is there a reason? It looks like this person's qualified to be a QMA.
Oh,
I'm just curious about why the discrepancy and.
Nurse Bobo will address the discrepancy.
Your question was in regards to the CNA salary?
Well, this one actually listed as a CNA/QMA.
On the proposal that I did, it did not. CNA, QMA is separate. But this is what I wanted to say about it, though, the CNA salary. When I put the proposal together, the CNA salary, the starting CNA salary did not change. It's the same. But the problem with the CNA salary is that it was the same across the board. And so you'll see that didn't change. It's the exact same, but it's starting for a brand-new CNA up to 5 years. And then it has another step up until it's only about, I want to say about $1,500 more at the top tier. I don't have it in front of me, so I don't know. I can't tell you exactly. But the starting salary is exactly the same as what the salary offer is currently. The only difference is that it elevates with years of experience.
And then on item number 7, thank you very much, I appreciate it.
Okay, you're welcome.
On item number 7, it says that once this individual receives a building administrator license, they'll be prorated. Can you explain that, Dr. Bernay, how that works?
Yes. The item number 7 refers to a existing staff member who applied for the dean position. And when she was selected to be the candidate, we had not received her administrator's license. But she received it shortly after accepting the position. So if she started working in September 3rd, she received it within that week or so.
Okay.
So you say she received her administrative license? She's already have it? Is that what you're saying?
Say it again?
You say she already have her administrative license?
She does already have it.
Okay. And so the increase in salary would be from this?
Yes, ma'am.
And what would her position be?
She's the dean.
So she would still be a dean at this salary? Or
Yes,
more,
ma'am.
Or more than this?
No, she's going to get that salary.
So what makes this dean much more salary than the others?
That is the starting salary for a dean.
And yeah, I know we have, but I'm talking about we have some deans already that have been with our school district. That's what I'm speaking about.
So she's a certified teacher with an administrative license. That's why she's eligible for this, yes.
You say she's, okay.
I also have a question on page 5, item 16. As we've, over the course of years that I've been on the board, we've usually had somebody who's filled in for a director in particular be compensated for the difference in their current salary and the essentially daily rate for a director position. Is that the same case here?
I'm sorry, could you restate your question, please? You're asking
Yes.
about...
In the past, the board has typically compensated individuals who fulfill a role for someone while they're, on leave or whatever. In this case,
Yes.
I'm specifically asking about item 16, This is a director position. I've not seen a proposal for compensation for that individual who's filling in for number 16 in their absence.
Yes, thank you, Trustee Gomez. That personnel action was actually listed on another personnel report, and I believe the board asked it to be removed. There were two items to address that very issue.
Do we know,
Don't use that, use at the library.
where are we at with that? I mean, this individual, I think, has been doing that work for,
I can pull up that previous personnel report.
I'm just saying, if somebody's doing that work,
Yes.
and they should be compensated accordingly.
That is why they were previously recommended on a personnel report to receive a compensation during that person's leave.
Let me remind you, Trustee Gomez, we were at the library, we were having a school board meeting there. This is when this individual was turned down on the personnel report, because now, as you see, we do have the individual who is the human resource person, who this individual is supposedly be doing this work for this person here. We had no knowledge of where this individual was at the time. Am I correct?
That is inaccurate.
And then two, now, they're on the personnel report, and they need to be, the reason for the individuals on here, it needs to be spelled out, because I don't know what this focus of family is. My understanding, the person is on FMLA, which the personnel report should read. That's what we were told. Mr. Harris, that's what we were told, so I think that it needs to be corrected.
That is inconsistent with how we've addressed that on personnel reports previously.
Well, it was told to us, if I'm not mistaken, that this individual was on FMLA. I don't know what this is.
Sharing information on personnel reports.
Oh, well, I'm just asking Trustee Gomez, he brought this up, I'm just trying to clarify something here because of what I'm seeing here.
So,
If it
Madam
was
President,
correct.
if I could,
Yes.
I think the question is just whether or not the reason listed for item 16 is accurate. Because I know that I did also receive information that suggested it was a different reason. So I don't know which one it is, and obviously we don't receive those documents, right? And I don't believe we're requesting them either. It's just whether or not it's accurate or not.
Right. So it is accurate, is what's on here, is what you're saying?
No, I'm asking.
You're asking him, is this accurate? Because we were
Yes.
told one thing, and now we see it here.
So that personnel matter, which is probably best suited to discuss in a executive session, was shared with the board previously. If the board needs a different clarifying statement on the personnel report for a leave of absence, then we will remove item 16 and place it on the next personnel report.
Well, I want to clarify that I think that I did discuss this with you November the 17th about this individual. The title should be FMLA because of,
We do not list FMLA for
I'm just
any of
telling
our
you what was
staff
discussed.
members.
I'm just saying what was discussed. And I was there in your office with someone that I always come in there with. I don't go in there by myself anymore. But in the meantime, you said that it was FMLA to me and the individual. It's the reason, and it would be on the personnel report as that. That's all I'm saying, what I was told. November the 17th, 25. Any more questions, Trustee Gomez?
I have a few more. On page 6, it has this individual receiving an increase in their salary. Is it best listed this way as the amount as opposed to just giving the full amount of what their current salary would be?
You're asking about item number 18?
Number 18 on page 6.
What page, we on page 6?
Page 6, number 18.
I will ask HR, Mr. Guardiola, to come and address that question.
Okay.
You said
And then,
page 6?
Is he okay with page 6?
Yes, he's on page 6.
And his question was,
Oh, he
Has
got
the
that. He
individual
got-
received the
Yes,
amount?
page 6 right here.
I see that.
Oh, yeah,
But
okay.
I want to know what his question was.
What was the question, Trustee Gomez, about page 6?
The question was that the increase in pay is listed here as opposed to the total amount of that individual's salary.
Oh, gotcha.
Increase in pay here.
So we only listed the amount and not the entire salary.
I see what it is.
Mr. Guardiola?
I'm sorry, what was the question about?
So essentially, this is not going to be a stipend, it's going to be an actual salary increase.
Correct.
Okay, and I was just asking if it would have been better to list this as the total amount of what that individual.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Is going to be receiving as opposed to this. I mean, I know it does say salary increase. It,
I understand now.
yeah, just a different perspective of looking at, yeah. Thank you. And then I just think I have two more.
Trustee Gomez, can I add to that?
Yeah,
Yes,
please.
go
All
ahead,
right.
trustee
So
Rodriguez.
with regards, I guess we're still on page 6,
Yes,
and this is item 18. So I guess the question I have too is, oh, wow. Let me rephrase my thoughts for a second.
go ahead, trustee Rodriguez. Take it.
Go ahead, Trustee Gomez.
Oh, well, I was going to move on. We can come back to that if you don't mind. I just believe I have two more. The bottom of page 8 and the top of page 9, those two individuals are involved in the school improvement committee at a certain dollar amount per hour. And I noticed other positions here will have an hourly rate, but they won't, they'll have a to not exceed, basically. So my question is this for an hour's worth of work? Or could they theoretically work 5 hours a day? It's unclear to me what kind of salary we're looking at here.
So if you're talking about, for example, item 29, that person's delivering instructional services, so that's why they're paid their hourly rate. The $40 an hour rate is because the teacher's not delivering instruction. They're participating on a committee.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Just sticking to that $40 an hour, there is no max to in the description of how many hours they can meet. So I was just asking, do you foresee a limit to individuals who are participating in an hourly rate?
So in the comment description, they meet twice a month, and during that period, so the limit will be no more than twice a month between November and May, and school improvement meetings, and someone can correct, are approximately an hour long.
Okay. And then the last question, well, maybe, yeah, the last question is number 10, page 10, items 36 and 37.
Page 10, what you say?
Page 10, the very top two, 36 and 37.
Okay. Yes.
Those individuals are being paid an hourly rate. When do these services occur? Is it during the workday or the school day, or?
They're after their scheduled workday.
Okay, thank you. That's all I have.
This is all after school.
Yes, ma'am.
Madam President,
Yes, trustee Tate.
I just wanted to bring awareness that we are 21 minutes past the 7 o'clock hour. We
Yes.
should be in our regular school board
Yes,
meeting time.
yes, yes.
We want to go ahead and initiate a hard stop.
Yes. Yeah, okay.
Thank you, Trustee.
Thank you,
Madam
Trustee
President, I do have.
Yes, go ahead, trustee Rodriguez.
So with regards to item 18, and I'm gonna also throw in.
Item 18, what page?
Item 18,
Page one.
page 6,
Oh, page 6, okay.
and then I guess all the new hires on page 2. Now, all these individuals are within the salary schedule that the board approved, correct?
They don't have no salary on
Correct,
the
yes.
period.
Just want to make sure that they're within the salary schedule. So,
Right.
Page 1, for all the new employees,
For all, yeah. for the
that's
new-
correct. They
Since
are-
we don't have an amount, I'm assuming that they're all in.
Yeah, we started taking off the salary amounts when we were submitting memos, but you guys just recently
Right.
asked not to get the memos, I can start putting that back on here.
Right, because they were on both.
At one time they were,
Yeah, they
but we
were.
had to take them off, and because you guys had the memos.
Right, but we just only asked you to remove the memos.
Correct, so I can
Not-
add them
not
now.
the salaries on here. You
I
know
can
what
put 'em
I'm
back
saying?
on here.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Can you-
And
any of them
And Trustee Rodriguez, so all certified EP or emergency permit teachers receive the same salary, which is
45.5.
45, thank you.
Madam President, Madam President, I want to go back,
Yes.
and I'm sorry, I know the Pangaea people are still here. I'm unclear on what the staff billing rate percentage is a multiplier at 180% of actual staff wages. Can you explain what that means?
Talking to the Pangaea people now.
It's item number 3 on the Pangaea.
CMC fee, they're talking about the CMC fees.
What page, just 3?
Yeah, that's in there.
You know, you go up to the mic. Oh, sorry, here you go. I just sort of-
It's the correction that they got to talk about. Yes, yes. You gotta get the personnel. Give it to me. Because we already focused. This is a very bad location for me. We know that, and we, because, you know.
So for item 3, under the staff billing rate, that's for during construction. That's the multiplier of the office staff that we bill for during construction. We submitted an example of that with our proposal that breaks this price down. I don't believe that's included in here.
There's a little mic there, you're gonna have to speak in there.
I don't know if you guys have the full proposal book, but we did give a staffing schedule that broke out the construction services. So that would include like our superintendent is actually on site. Will be out there through the whole summer, through the project. And then any administration in the office. So that multiplier just gives you the wages of what that would be. And then we gave a staffing schedule example of what you would expect to see during the course of one summer.
Attorney Harris, are you familiar with how this works? Is this the norm for a project like this?
It's working out. I understand the explanation now, but I am recommending that the board table this so that we can get a revised submission. There's a few areas where we need some clarification, so
Okay.
I would recommend that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Gomez and Attorney Harris.
Madam President, I do have one question, though.
Yes, Trustee
Have this
Rodriguez.
project started?
No, it has not yet.
Not yet? Okay.
We're
You haven't started?
hopefully soon so we could get going on the schedule. I don't know when you guys would need that corrected one page that we had that clerical error, but that's something we can give to you before the next board meeting. Or if you have additional questions, whatever you have tonight.
If there aren't any other questions for the pre-board meeting, that concludes everything for the work session.
Thank you. Thank you all. So now,
So we're gonna table that until we...
yes, the next meeting, yes. Yes. Okay. So right now, we're gonna go ahead and go into our school board meeting here. I know we're running over time, but as I always ask you all to bear with us, please. We're trying to get better at this. This is something new that we're trying, a work session and a school board session at the same time. This is just something that we're trying to work out here. So we appreciate your time, your patience. So we're going to go into our school board meeting. I need to adjourn the work session. Madam Secretary, roll call, please.
Trustee Gomez?
Yes.
Trustee Smith? Present. Trustee Rodriguez?
Yes.
Trustee Taylor?
Can you hear us, Trustee Taylor? We're
Trustee
getting ready
Taylor?
to close. Oh, she's on mute?
She's here.
Okay. Madam President Gibson King?
Yes. All right. At the time, okay, now we're going to go into our regular session of the School Board of Trustees. Yes, School Board meeting, the time now, the place is Lincoln Elementary School, 3551 Block Avenue, East Chicago, Indiana, 46312, via live stream, www.scec.k12.in.us. This is a public meeting of the school board to conduct the school corporation business and is not to be considered a public community meeting. Madam Secretary, roll call, please.
Trustee Gomez?
Present.
Trustee Smith?
Present.
Trustee Rodriguez?
Present.
Trustee Taylor?
Present.
Madam President Gibson King?
Present. Now we go for the RJRTC. Okay. allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, now we're going to 1.03, our mission statement. The School City of East Chicago educates and empower every student through aligned instructional, meaning, partnership, and differential practices to ensure success in life, college, career, and civic engagement. 1.04, certification, executive session, October the 8th, 2025, Indiana Code 5-14-1.5-6.1. Now we go to our agenda. Can I get a approval of the agenda?
Madam President, make a motion to approve the agenda.
Motion made by trustee Rodriguez, second by trustee Gomez. Now we're going to our presentation.
Hold on. You need public comments.
comment.
Public
Oh, I'm
comment.
sorry. Are there any questions from the audience?
If there aren't any, you can go with the roll call.
Yes, roll call, Madam Secretary.
Trustee Gomez? Trustee Gomez? Trustee Smith?
Yes.
Trustee Rodriguez?
Yes.
Trustee Taylor? Trustee Taylor?
Yes. Yes.
Madam President Gibson King?
Yes. 3.01, Lincoln Elementary Schools presentation.
Okay, I'd like to welcome you all here to Lincoln Elementary as my presentation as regards SEL. It's our mission, another vision. Here's the agenda for tonight. We have the overview of the principal's priority, the SEL. Got priority 1, priority 2, 3, and our instructional priorities, and also the status of our priorities. I am Dr. Elroy Estes, principal here. These are my priorities. This upcoming school year presents us with exciting opportunities to make a powerful impact on our scholars and connect with all school community to guide our efforts. We will focus on these 3 priorities. These 3 is a combination of SEL. SEL meaning social plus emotional plus learning equals the whole child. These are the 3. Number 1, fostering a positive culture and climate. Improving reading and math proficiency, and strengthening our student attendance. So starting with the positive culture and climate. So here we have a school improvement committee that consists of our staff. We have Juice with the principal, it's a monthly with our parents. And this right here is called Gentlemen of Lincoln. This is with our scholars. But we realized throughout the school year that most of our young men were getting referrals based on resolving conflict. So what we did is we met with them in the auditorium, divided by 4th, 5th, and 6th, and just talk about things as resolving conflict, how to respect girls, and also young ladies. So we're going to meet with them on a monthly basis to address these issues that they're experiencing, how to resolve it. Scholars are aware of, we have an incentive from the November 1st to December 1st that any scholar who does not have any referrals will be invited to another pizza party. And the goal is to reduce suspensions, and we do that by having restorative conversations versus being suspended. Because most times we suspend a child, it's not really helping. So when we talk about it, they really get a full, deep understanding on what just occurred. It's a quote. It says, strong principals retain effective teachers and don't retain ineffective ones. This is from Jason Grissom, 2018. Here's the statistics. We have from the school city of East Chicago. I'm going to walk you a little closer so I can present and show these numbers. From the school city of East Chicago, school year 2024, they have a total of 259 teachers, 44 resignations. School year 2025, it was 253 teachers with 9 resignations. But here in Lincoln, last year, 25 new hires, 5 resignations. This school year, 26 hires and 3 resignations. I'm going to show you in a graph. You can see that the yellow to gold is the total number of teachers, The powder blue is the total resignations, and green is for Lincoln. You look at the district saw a decrease of 6 teachers from 2024 to 2025. Resignations decreased significantly from 44 to 9. Here at Lincoln, we maintain a consistent effort of hiring 25 new teachers in both years and reducing resignations from 5 to 3. This is what we do on a regular basis. So every Sunday, I send out a newsletter, and what I do, I try to highlight staff members. So you can say I recognize staff in our weekly newsletter to honor individuals who make a difference in the lives of our scholars. Celebrating their efforts reinforces our commitment to a culture and appreciation and excellence. Most times they don't know I'm taking a picture, so that's why I call it Cardinal Caught in Flight, and I will post it so you can see different. This was helping in the lunchroom. My security staff and custodial staff are helping deliver lunches on a half day. We had a teacher staying late with the kids who the parent came and picked up. There's some more. In the classroom supporting. The clerk came up to support. A para came to support a classroom. This teacher right here is always caught, so I could never catch her, but I finally caught her in action. Here, right here, in the lunchroom, staff members, they was playing, I think, James Brown, some song came on, and one of the parents got up and was showing the children how to step. Here we have our coaches working with our teachers, another our coach working with our teachers. Again, each Sunday, I kind of pick those staff members who I see supporting our scholars. These are instructional priorities. Deliver professional development on writing and implementing effective lesson plans. When I first arrived here, our teachers were struggling on how to write lesson plans. What I mean by how to write them as far as making them effective. So what we did is we strengthened how to write an effective objective, align the objective with the activities, then also the activities being aligned with the assessments. And our coaches, they started, after we got to that stage, it took about 4 weeks for them to get a aha. So I said, when I started hearing teachers say that they got it, we moved to the next stage, was targeted support for small group instruction. This also increased consistency with alignment and differentiation. Here, only 44 of our instructional teachers are actually certified. So if the breakdown is from grades K through 1, we only have 50% of our teachers who are actually certified. Grades 2 to 3, we have 75%. And in our middle school section, or I'll say intermediate, grades 4 to 6, 0% have any teachers who are certified. This is when we instead of doing suspensions, we try to do something called restorative compensation to reduce the suspensions and also improve behavior. If you look at school year 25, there were 72 out-of-school suspensions. On an average, it's about 9 a month. Females was 6, males was 66. School year right now, currently, we have 14 out-of-school suspensions, so we cut that down to almost more than a third, from 3.5 a month. Females is 0, and the males were 14. So that's a great reduction. Here it says, as Dr. Elroy Esty states in his dissertation, developing student conflict resolution skills may reduce the number of social and emotional related issues occurring around the school campus. If the school was to improve in this particular area, the students may have a greater chance of improving socially and academically. Here is attendance. Overall, if you look at school year 25 to currently school year 26, you see a great reduction. These numbers right here are the percentage of scholars who are less than 94%. So if you look at it, went half for the overall. You can look at kindergarten. It went from 54 to 31%. First grade, 50 to 26%, 53 to 26. So if you see up and down, even 4th, 5th, and 6th, 43 to 11, 38 to 10%, 45 to 16. So we got more scholars right now with 95% or better attendance. What's helping out with this? Every month we have an incentive. You can see we had the pizza party. That was the first month. Got the popcorn party of the second month. And right now for the current month of November, we have the nacho cheese And today we had an actual popcorn party because the whole entire school achieved 95% 3 straight days. So I told them we can do that, so great job. This number's right here. You can see from school year 25 to school year 26, it was 91.54. Now we got 93.1. I can't see the number. I think it's 1.54. 1.54. So we got a percentage of 1.54 currently right now. This says, I'm going to read the first part where it says, behind every successful student is consistent attendance. But this quote says, according to the National Research Center on Statistics, research shows that attendance is an important factor in student achievement. Now I'm going to share some numbers to show we've been achieving. I'm going to use my instructional coach. He's going to share the data.
Greetings, I'm Ms. Robinson, the ELA instructional coach here at Lincoln Elementary and also Washington Elementary. So we're looking at our NWEA for this year. We did math for K2. Starting out, we have kinder at the 22nd percentile for achievement with 19% meeting or exceeding grade level expectations. We have first grade at the 41st percentile with 25% meeting or exceeding grade level expectations. And finally, we have second grade at the 32nd percentile with 18% meeting or exceeding expectations. So this year we started with Acadians. Acadians is a set of brief research-based assessments used to screen and monitor students' early literacy skills. Acadians reading makes it easier to detect students who are at risk for early reading difficulties in order to provide timely instructional support. Here we have our beginning of the year data. This is a snapshot of the overall reading composite scores for each grade level. The reading composite score is a combination of multiple Acadians reading scores, such as first sound fluency, your nonsense word fluency, phoneme segmentation, or reading fluency, and so on, depending on that grade level. So this month we did progress monitoring. In January, we're scheduled for our middle of the year assessment. So we're looking to have some information on our gains after we take the middle of the year assessment and also reevaluate our instructional practices. All right, so finally, we're looking at iLearn Checkpoint 1 data. So this first slide shows our 5th grade team. They were leading in the district for ELA and math. The next slide shows how our 3rd through 6th grade scored in comparison with other schools within our district. So this is our math data. You can see Lincoln is highlighted there with the red for not quite making the goal that we had intended, but we're working on it. The next slide will be the ELA. This is math, and then we have ELA next. Okay, and now we can progress to that next slide. So this slide only focuses on Lincoln. It shows our checkpoint data for 2024 as well as this year, 2025. So a couple of things we can do with this. We can look at how grade level is performing each year and compare those percentages. But those arrows there are tracking cohorts. So that's important because if you can see right there with 4th grade ELA for 2024, we had 8% of our students at or above. And so this year, that cohort has traveled to 5th grade and they're now at 25% for at or above. So with that, what's meaningful would be the vertical articulation. We use the vertical articulation to determine what a student needs to know from grade level to grade level. So I'll give a quick example of how that's helping us here. When we're looking at third grade, take 3 RC5, we all know main idea and key details. So starting out with 3 RC5, it says that they can determine the main idea and explain how it's supported with key details. Then from there, we go on to 4th grade that also says that they're going to determine the main idea and determine how it's supported with key details, but they add another piece in there, which is summarize the text. From there, we move on to 5th grade that says that they're going to determine 2 or more main ideas in a text and still summarize. And from there, we keep going and going. 6th grade moves on to looking at the central idea. So when we're tracking those cohorts, it's very important to make sure that we're giving them what they need to be able to be successful and maintain being at or above. In addition to watching those students who were proficient, we are also making sure that we are very intentional with our below students and our approaching students. So right now, we're using our PLDs or performance level descriptors from the IDOE to make sure that we're offering differentiated instruction to help those students move from level to level. So in the spring, we're taking iLearn Summit. So from what we have here for checkpoint 1, those standards will be seen again on the summative, and we're hoping that by then we will have something to support that our students had standards growth. Thank you.
Okay, and that also coincides to right here you see that we have 70 scholars on the honor roll for the first quarter. For A honor roll, we have 16, and for B honor roll, we have 54 scholars. So today, they received their certificates and pencils today. And also, going back to making our scholars feel good. I've learned that most scholars try not to come to school on their born day or their birthday. So what I do here now is they know I'm coming around the hall. They receive a morning shout out, a pencil, a certificate, and I pin their ribbon on their chest so they can walk around, make them feel honored on their special day. You can see one right to the next slide. So that's one of our second graders right there receiving his blessing, his special birthday ribbon. And we had a 6th grade classroom who created a song to celebrate their peers. The song was also a response to Dr. Bonnier. He had a principal challenge. Of course, Lincoln, we were the first to submit, and I think we're the winner of that challenge. So we're going to show you this video on what our 6th grade scholars did to celebrate our young scholars around. And that concludes my presentation. Thank you all.
We've got some questions from the board here. Excuse me. I got, they couldn't hear you. Is your mic on? Is your mic turned up? Because I got somebody say they couldn't hear you.
Yes.
While you were doing your
I'm not
presentation.
for sure how loud it is.
Okay, you got to show me. You were just saying what they were saying here. Okay, does anybody have any questions for Dr. Elroy from the board? Yes. Well, thank you for your presentation,
Yes.
Mr. Elroy, but have something that I want to say here at our last school board meeting. Not at our last school board meeting. I think it was the September the 28th school board meeting that we had. And some of your presentation that you just now showed us, I have some concerns, and I'm not the only one that received these letters from we don't know who they came from, but Dr. Bonet was the one that brought it to our attention and said that they were from somebody that was anonymous. But some of the things that you've shown in your presentation, it disputes some of the things that you've shown there and these letters that we do have here that was given to us.
Yes.
So, I know this school has not been a thriving school for a long period of time, and we would like for it to be. They've had some difficult times over here. So how many, do you know how many African-American students you have in your school?
So how many?
African-American students, yes.
Percentages, I don't know the actual number.
But they are the majority over here, right?
Majority, and it's majority, actually it's majority boys than girls.
Yeah, but I mean, as a whole, they are the majority as a whole.
Yes.
Whatever sex
Yes,
they
ma'am.
are. Yes. So I know that I'm from this school. I'm from this area. This is my school, but it was called when I went here. It was called Field School.
I can barely hear you.
Pardon?
I can barely hear you.
Yes.
Okay.
So my concern is I have a lot of concerns about things that not only myself, but as I said that us as board members have been not too satisfied with what's going on, and we brought this attention to Dr. Bonet as well. So I'm not explaining anything to you that he does not already know.
Right.
Because before we received these letters, what's in these letters is something that he had already was aware of from me and Trustee Smith. Okay, and so then, and so also another concern is that in your school you have a section in here that you have a lot of special needs children that are housed in this building. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so then I explained this to Dr. Bonet several times about this situation here. These kids are out of district. They have no service in this building for what is going on in here because they should be in the districts where they live and et cetera, like any other kids that go to school. So Dr. Bonet is aware of this. I sat in on a meeting here with your staff. You remember I came to the meeting?
Yes.
And so your staff was complaining about some of the things that I'm talking about as far as bringing their grade levels down because of the situation at hand here with our special needs children. Do you recall that information?
No, ma'am.
I do. And if you want me, I can get the person to get up and expound on it. But I'm not telling you something that I did not hear. I was here. And so those things right there, Mr. Elroy, they needs to be more attentive to, okay, more concerns in these areas that I'm speaking of. And I don't want to read these letters to you.
Right, you talking about,
Pardon?
you mentioned about scholars being in one section.
You say what now?
You mentioned about the special ed scholars being located in one section.
Yeah, one school, yeah, of your building, yes.
Yeah, that's
Because
gonna-
I was in the meeting. and
Yeah,
this
that's
is
gonna,
some of
that's
their
gonna
concerns.
change this upcoming month. They already packing and removing. We look at, we got some classrooms were out of compliance due to the number of scholars in there and the square footage of the actual classroom. So we walked around and we found 2 classrooms that we're gonna move them. So they are aware, they're packing the items right now. So after the break, you'll see 2 classrooms one will be upstairs on the second floor. We got one that we're moving on the second floor as well. And the teacher upstairs is moving back down to that wing. So we got 2 classrooms coming out of those conducive type areas. So that has been addressed.
But I'm speaking of the districts where they live. That's what I'm speaking of. The district where these kids live at. They're not going to the schools in the district where they live. That's what I'm speaking of.
Right.
Yes, go ahead.
I understand the question that you're addressing, but that is actually not at the school level.
Right.
So that is an issue that will address the exceptional learning. That is actually beyond, it's not a, that's the.
Okay, you can't hear Mrs. No, I understand that, but we don't get a chance to speak with Dr. Elroy. So we're taking advantage of this speaking with you, even though we've asked to speak with you. But now you're here, so we're asking the questions that we wanted to ask a long time ago. That's what,
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
I'm here.
So hopefully that this will be addressed. It will be addressed, as Dr. Bonet said, soon, because I didn't hear that in your presentation. Any more questions from the board?
just for clarifying, Dr. Estes, as much of the other building level principals who are addressing are given the same format or template to address, which is student attendance and reading and math proficiency. So that particular issue would not have been addressed in Dr. Estes' presentation.
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying that since Dr. Esty is here in front of the board, we wanted to talk with you, but now since we do have you, this is why we're speaking in the way that we're talking about, and especially something that was given with your name on it. But anyway, any more questions from the board?
Madam President,
Yes, Trustee Rodriguez.
so you have two letters, two
Yes,
letters?
there they go. Yeah, we all-
Have you shared it with the board?
Yeah, everybody got it. When we was at the school board meeting September 28th, they were laying on the table. So Dr. Bonet was the one that told, I guess, Rodriguez, asked your question, yes. They didn't come from me, okay?
And have you had a chance to see the letters or no? Have you had an opportunity to did you have a copy of the letter or no? The letters?
I was able to see it. I don't have it, yes. I was able to see those letters, yes.
Okay.
Are there any more questions from the board, please? Thank you, Dr. Hill, for your presentation.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. So now,
Administrative report.
so now we have our Superintendent's Administrative Report, Dr. Bonet.
Thank you, President Gibson King. And thank you, Dr. Estes, for your Lincoln annual report. This is my report for November 25th, 2025. On the corner of the Indianapolis and Columbus Boulevard, you will see one of our billboards that have been designed by one of our Cardinals, Adrian Acosta. The billboard promotes our CTE programs and has a program-specific, newly designed logo. Let's give Adrian a hand. Next, Harrison's Girls on the Run team participated in the city's Veterans Day program and put over 300 flags on Harrison Elementary School's front lawn to honor local veterans. The flags have the name of a local veteran on it. Let's give them a hand. Our JROTC and Harrison's Girls on the Run team also had the honor to be in the company of many East Chicago heroes and witness the dedication of the new Veteran Memorial. In alignment with our strategic plan, we met with our university partners November 18th to introduce Appleseeds. Appleseeds is a grow your own teacher pipeline program that will identify and support students in our education pathway who are committed to return to the school city of East Chicago to teach. Also, in alignment with our strategic plan, 15 computer science students will be attending Purdue University's Northwest AI and STEM Discovery Day, Friday, December 5th, 2025. We have the family of Darion Morris present. We'd like to have them come up. The fall sports banquet was held on Friday, November 21st. All student athletes who participated in fall sports, football, girls flag football, cross country, soccer, boys tennis, girls volleyball, and cheer were recognized for their efforts and commitment to Cardinal athletics. Unified football will have a separate event to honor their team on a different date. Senior quarterback Darion Morris was named an All-Stater, and he is also the all-time School City of East Chicago leading rusher with
Good evening, everybody. I just want to thank everybody for the opportunity to stay here in East Chicago and be a blessing to our community. It's been great coaching Darion Morris. When I got here, I told everybody what a special talent this kid was, and he's proved it year after year. Finished the year with 2,007 yards in rushing, beating the all-time record, which was set by Sam Daniels, and that was 1969. I think he had 1,969 yards. Darion also had 24 touchdowns as well. So it's been a great year. We're looking at getting him off the colleges now, so he'll be going on some more visits in the up-and-coming future. We'll keep you all in touch of what's going on with that.
Thank you, Coach Daly. And thank you, Darion. We'll be keeping our eye out on you. Last week was American Education Week. American Education Week is an annual observance held the week before Thanksgiving to celebrate public education and honor those who work in schools. During American Education Week, our middle and elementary schools hosted lunch with someone special. I think that's the next one. Yep. Yep, keep going. We had over 2,300 parents and students have lunch with their special student. And we are so proud of our family and community engagement report that we surpassed our attendance from the 24-25 school year. So let's keep up the good work and give them a round of applause. That is evidence of the hard work of our family and community engagement department, all of our community engagement liaisons, and our bilingual family outreach coordinators. American Education Week wraps up recognition of teachers and administrators by recognizing Substitute Educators Day. The event occurs the Friday before Thanksgiving and highlights the important role substitute teachers play in education. I want to recognize not only our building substitute teachers, but also our day-to-day subs, and I want to acknowledge the partnership we have with ESS, who supports the daily staffing of our substitute teachers. To date, ESS has secured 41 subs hired out of those 41 subs, 24 are district original subs moved over from SCEC to ESS. Let's give them a hand. I also want to recognize our 16 substitute custodians who also do their part to make sure our buildings are clean when we do not have a full staff of regular day custodians. And finally, today our district and school level administrators served our students their special Thanksgiving luncheon provided by K-12. Students had turkey, mashed potatoes, and gravy, and corn, apples, and rolls. It was a pleasure serving our students today. And this concludes my report.
Okay. Hey. Thank you, Dr. Bonet. Yeah, I'm going to have to ask the principal here, Dr. Elroy, can we get a copy of his presentation? We need to get a copy. We didn't have a copy of his presentation, so we'd like to have one, please. Thank you. Oh, yes, so we'll be moving on to, Executive Director of Business Operations, Mrs. Simmons, but I don't think she's here. Nelson, you want to say anything on behalf of Mrs. Well, we did have a finance meeting. Okay, I want to say that. And the meeting was, what date was our meeting? What date was the meeting, Joelle? What date was the meeting? What date? 24th. Yeah, I'm sorry. The meeting was held November the 24th, which was yesterday, but we will have it on the agenda for next school board meeting, okay? Thank you, Mr. Pena. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, Mr. Nelson. No, Dr. Ford, he talking to me too. Okay, so now we'll go to our consent agenda. Are there any questions from the audience about our consent agenda? Are there any questions from the board? Can I get a motion?
Madam President, I make a motion to approve item 5, the consent agenda.
Motion made by trustee Rodriguez. Second. Second by trustee Smith. Are there any questions from the board? Madam Secretary, roll call, please.
Trustee Gomez?
Present.
Trustee
I'm sorry,
Smith?
yes.
Trustee Smith?
Yes.
Trustee Rodriguez?
Yes.
Trustee Taylor?
Yes.
Madam President Gibson King?
Yes. Now we go into new business. 6.01, approve a memorandum of understanding with the Dunes Learning Center for 25-27 school year. Goal 1 academic support system. Are there any questions from the audience? Can I get a motion to second? A motion?
Madam President,
Yes.
I make a motion to approve 6.01.
Motion made by trustee Rodriguez.
Second.
Second by trustee Smith. Are there any questions from the board? Madam Secretary, roll call, please.
Trustee Gomez?
Yes.
Trustee Smith?
Yes.
Trustee Rodriguez?
Yes.
Trustee Taylor?
Yes.
Madam President Gibson King?
Yes. 6.02, approve a bid for construction manager, construction service for East Chicago Central High School HVAC project. Are there any questions from the audience?
Madam President,
Yes.
at this time, I believe we're going to table this for next regular session. That's
Yes,
item
we are.
6.02. Approval
Yes.
of bid with...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's my understanding. So can I get a motion?
Yeah, that is my motion.
Yeah, that motion made by trustee Rodriguez to table,
Second.
second by trustee Smith. Madam Secretary, roll call, please.
Trustee Gomez?
Yes.
Trustee Smith?
Yes.
Trustee Rodriguez?
Yes.
Trustee Taylor?
Yes.
Madam President Gibson King?
Yes. 6.03, approval of nurse salary scale. Are there any comments from the audience? Can I get a motion to approve?
Madam President, I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion made by
Second.
trustee Smith, second by trustee Gomez. Are there any questions from the board? Madam Secretary, roll call, please.
Trustee Gomez?
Yes.
Trustee Smith?
Yes.
Trustee Rodriguez?
Yes.
Trustee Taylor?
Yes.
Madam President Gibson King?
Yes. 6.04, approve a personal development request, professional development for 5 staff relations and professional development. Are there any questions from the audience?
Madam President, can you clarify that again? Because I,
We don't have that.
6.04?
Pardon?
6.04.
I know it because it shouldn't be on here. Right, so we can't. Okay, so we're gonna, this shouldn't be on here. Oh, I do.
So we go straight to the personnel.
So now we guess those, no, but everybody else got the same one. You got the same thing on, James?
I had the same thing.
Right, okay, so we'll just go now to 6.05.
Sorry, there's discussion going on. I cannot hear.
Yes, I'm sorry. 6.05, approval of personnel report. Are there any questions
Okay.
from the audience? Can I get a second?
Madam President, I make a motion to approve item 6.04/6.05, since you may have an
Yes.
older
Yes.
report.
Thank you,
Okay.
trustee Rodriguez.
Thank you.
Can I get another motion?
Second.
Second by trustee Smith. Are there any questions from the board?
Madam President,
Yes, trustee Gomez.
I want to make a secondary motion. That's to table this item, and maybe Attorney Harris can weigh in on this. I believe our policy states that any measure that's failed needs to meet a 30-day deadline before it's brought back for consideration.
That is true.
Yeah.
What is he saying?
The policy that reads you can't.
So I have a secondary motion then to table this item for, for that 30-day window, so that once it's met the 30 days, it can be brought back up for consideration. Madam President, that's a secondary motion.
Motion made by trustee Gomez. Can I get a second on it? Can you explain this, Ms. Harris, with Mr.?
So a secondary motion's been made to table item 6.04 to allow for the 30-day period to pass for reconsideration of failed motion or for failed agenda items. And that's what's on the table now.
May I ask a clarifying question? So this is not the same personnel report because there's been additions to it since that original board meeting? That's all of them.
And, Madam President, I would say that we could pass those that were added to this personnel report, but those that were from the original report, which I believe was November 10th, 15 days ago, would have to wait for another 15 days to meet that 30-day window that that this board established this policy.
Right. Okay,
Trustee Gomez, do you have you know what policy that is? With the 30-day?
yeah,
I don't know, maybe Ms. Bigham would have it. She updates the policies.
And I don't have the policy number offhand, but I can confirm that that is the policy, and I don't believe we have an objection from the superintendent that that's his understanding of the policy as well. The only, if I can, Madam President, just to
Yes.
elaborate, I don't know that the board will be in a position to be able to act on Trustee Gomez's suggestion of a portion of these employees can be approved and a portion can't, because they're not delineated in that way.
Right.
So I don't know how they'll consider it without knowing which ones could be approved and which ones can't.
Yeah.
The current report doesn't designate it that way. So the original motion is to table, or is to approve right now. I know there was some consideration regarding tabling all together. You may want to consider that as a secondary motion, but I don't know how the board would be able to consider it in part.
I will say this, that, changing a word or whatever on a document doesn't make it a new document. The intent was clear that the board felt at that time there was not sufficient support for it to move forward, so it was moved into this meeting. I understand the discussion of it's not the same personnel report, but if that's going to be the case, then all that has to happen is somebody changes a word in a future proposal, and then it becomes a new document. I think that defeats the intent of the policy.
Yes, okay, so I know we can't split this personnel report up, so I guess we're gonna just have to table it. But because of the
Well-
policy, we would be violating our own policy?
Well, right now, you've got a secondary motion that we need to know if
Yes.
there's a second for it or not.
Second, okay. So is there a second motion?
There's a secondary motion made by Trustee Gomez.
Trustee Gomez, right.
I don't know whether we have a second to his motion.
Attorney Harris, I'll ask the question then. What happens when the board violates its own policy?
I think that's an issue that has to be brought to the board for consideration, but a determination has to be made. I heard the explanation from the superintendent that this report is not the same as the last report. I would have to review the two to determine whether there's a difference or not, but I understand his explanation.
Well, let me.
I think that's something that would have to be reviewed after the fact.
Yeah.
But the trustees' motions are what they are, and what happens, happens. But here on the spot, I can't tell you what was on the last personnel report and what's on this personnel report and give you the answer to the question of what the difference is.
Madam President, can we move on with the first motion since there's no second?
Pardon, Trustee
Can we move on with the first motion?
Yes, I want to just say something about this too. Yeah, we're going to move on about this personnel report. I did, I meet with Dr. Bonet every Wednesday, but I have someone else meeting with me, with him while I meet. So the conversation was about this person, not this personnel report, but the last personnel report that was tabled. It was 2-2 vote, okay, so it didn't pass. So I asked Dr. Bonet at that time, do we need to call a special meeting so that we can go ahead on just for this personnel report to move forward? He said no. He said we do not need to. He said we just add them on to this personnel report right here, is what he said. Do I need to get clarification on that, Dr. Bonet?
That's correct.
Yes, so now, since it didn't happen like that, now we find ourselves getting ready to violate the policy, when something could have happened when I brought it to his attention at the last meeting that took place.
Madam President,
That's what I want to say. Yes,
Can we call the vote? And we-
yes, we will. I just want to say what I had to say.
Can we do that on discussion of the board?
Yes. Okay, so now the motion does fail, right, Attorney Harris? Yes. Okay. Madam Secretary, roll call, please.
Madam President,
Yes.
I make a second motion to suspend the rules
Okay.
regarding the policy on the 30-day waiver of the personnel report.
Okay. Second, motion made by trustee, Rodriguez, second by trustee Smith. Madam Secretary, roll call, please.
Trustee Gomez?
No.
Trustee Smith?
Yes.
Trustee Rodriguez?
Yes.
Trustee Taylor?
What is the motion we're voting on?
The second motion is to suspend the rules regarding the
Policy.
30-day extension on personnel reports that were voted down. So I'm
Suspend the
waiting.
rules?
Correct.
My vote is yes.
Madam President Gibson King?
Yes, my vote is no. I already gave my reason as to why.
Attorney Harris,
Yes.
can you cite Robert's Rules of Order regarding suspension of rules?
So a motion was made to suspend the rules to allow for the board to take action on a matter that arguably failed at a previous meeting. I think that's obviously up for debate based upon the superintendent's explanation as to whether or not this was in fact an item that failed. So my understanding of trustee Rodriguez's motion to suspend the rules was out of an abundance of caution that in the event it was the same or substantially the same, approval of the personnel report as it's presented in this board packet would not violate the board's policies. So I think that's the intention.
I understand that, but I believe Robert's Rules calls that if there's one negative vote, one no vote, the vote to suspend fails.
So here, I don't believe that this is a suspension of the rules per se as contemplated by Robert's Rules of Order, but instead, what was requested is a suspension of a policy, and I think that's different than what's contemplated by Robert's Rules. So it's my opinion that I think his motion and its approval is proper.
I would disagree, and I believe it states very early in our policies that we follow Robert's Rules of Order.
So, Madam President, where we are with this is back to an original motion which was made and seconded to approve the personnel report.
Yes, okay, so now can I get a motion before I do this motion? Madam Secretary, can you hear good enough to take the notes? We need our notes accurate for this meeting here.
Was there a question on the floor for me?
No, hon, I'm talking to the Secretary. Oh, I'm sorry. So, can she hear, can Diane hear? Can't you? I can't hear nothing. So now, can I get a motion?
So there's already a motion on the floor. It's been seconded to approve the personnel report. But the only thing we need now is roll call.
Roll call, Madam Secretary.
Trustee Gomez?
No.
Trustee Smith?
Yes.
Trustee Rodriguez?
Yes.
Trustee Taylor?
Yes.
Madam President Gibson King?
No. Now we'll go to, yes, yes.
So if you could please step to the microphone if you signed up for the public forum section of our meeting. Please state your name and your address. Your comments will be limited to 3 minutes. Please be respectful to the board, the staff, and the audience as present. And lastly, if you could please refrain from discussing any individual personnel matters or any information involving individual students by name. Thank you.
I can't stand this noise. I got an ear infection. I gotta go. I'm trying. I'm sorry.
Okay, the first person. Yes, somebody named Doug. Oh, from Panjir. Did you want to speak? You signed up to speak? Or did you know this was a, okay, you probably didn't know. Okay, were you the second person? Okay, okay, Lloyd.
Hi, my name is Michelle Lloyd, 628 Sienna Court, Portage. I'm here today to discuss something that's really heavy on my heart. I've been 18 years in the district. 17 of those years have been in applied skills. It's a really difficult job, and I cannot function without my paras. And I'm not sure if the board is aware, but the new policy is if a para calls off, they don't need to be replaced. That's not true. It is unsafe for me to run a classroom understaffed. My paras are my right arm, my left arm, and my neck. I can't do anything without them, and I certainly need them replaced when they call off. And they're going to get sick. They're going to call off. I mean, we work with very ill children. We work with very low-functioning children. If we don't have enough staff because somebody got sick and had to call off, it's dangerous. It's genuinely dangerous. And I would invite any of you to come in and see how hard we work and know that I cannot do it without them. Every one of them. So I would like for the board to consider revising that policy. I have to have paras, at least in the applied skills program, we have to have paras substitutes when they have to call out.
Madam President,
Yes.
could I ask that you please provide that in writing to the board?
Yes.
Could you provide that request in writing to the board? Thank you.
Yeah, you was the lady that was in the meeting that I came to. You was there.
Wait till you.
Yeah, but I mean, she was in the meeting I was in. Yes, Rebecca Smith.
Hi, Rebecca Smith, 628 Sienna Court, Portage, Indiana. Good evening, everyone. I am here as I would like to bring several important concerns to your attention. On November 13th, all cheer coaches received an email from the elementary athletic director stating that schools will now be limited to 18 cheerleaders per team. While this may appear to be a reasonable guideline, McKinley held their cheer tryouts September 29th to October 1st. As a result, this new expectation was communicated more than a month after 30 of the 80 girls who tried out for our team received their congratulatory letters and accepted their positions on our team. Implementing this limitation at this stage would require us to cut 12 girls. 12 girls who have been practicing 3 days a week for 2 months. 12 girls who have fundraised to support our team's goal to buy matching warm-ups. 12 girls who are excited to show their pride by cheering for the McKinley basketball teams. It is my understanding that this new limitation is related to all basketball games now being scheduled at Harrison. While I appreciate Harrison's willingness to host these events, limited seating capacity will significantly affect the families who attend to support both the basketball players and the cheerleaders. These games historically draw large crowds and have previously been hosted at Carrie Gosh and Block for this very reason. I am respectfully requesting that you reconsider both the location of the games and the newly imposed roster limitation. I believe there is a solution that avoids negatively impacting students who have already committed their time, effort, and enthusiasm to this cheer season. Thank you for your attention to this matter. I look forward to working together to find a resolution that best supports our student athletes.
Man, thank you. Are those some of the ladies there that's on the cheering team? Yes. Oh, yeah. Well, hi, how y'all doing? Hi. Okay. So now we'll go to Victoria? Yes.
My name is Victoria Aldridge, 4420 Homan Avenue in Hammond. Good evening, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak. I'm here tonight to express my frustration and concern about the recent decision to limit our cheer teams to 18 girls for the basketball season. We have 30 students who tried out, committed to the team, and have been practicing for the past 2 months. These girls showed up, worked hard, and met every expectation that was set for them. We have heard that this limitation is due to the basketball games being held at Harrison Elementary. Harrison's small size restricts not only the number of cheerleaders, but also the parents and supporters of both our basketball teams and cheerleaders. Simply put, there is not enough room for the crowd that our games draw. We were told that the bleachers at Carrie Gosh Early Learning Center, where the games were held previously, were unsafe. If that is the case, then this district has failed in its responsibility to provide a safe, appropriate space for our students. And now, it is our children who are suffering the consequences. This sudden change has caused real emotional stress for our students. Many of the girls are heartbroken to learn they will not be able to cheer at every game, something they have looked forward to since tryouts. They feel confused, discouraged, and in some cases, like their hard work did not matter. These are young children who depend on consistency, encouragement, and a sense of belonging, and this decision has deeply affected them. It's also important to recognize the value cheerleading provides. Cheer builds confidence, teamwork, leadership, and responsibility. It helps our students build friendships, stay active, and feel connected to our school. And for many of our younger students, cheer is especially important. This is the only extracurricular activity available for kindergarten through 2nd grade. Limiting their participation takes away one of the few chances they have to feel involved and proud of their school at such a young age. Beyond the impact on the girls, I'm concerned about the pattern of last-minute decisions and unclear communication from the district. These sudden changes create unnecessary stress for staff, families, and most importantly, our students. Stress that could be avoided with more proactive planning. I am respectfully asking for clearer communication, more advanced planning, and careful considerations of how these decisions affect our children. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you. So now we have Emily? Oh, I'm sorry. Pardon? She's the lead. Okay, so then we have Mrs. Elizabeth.
So everybody knows me by now. I'm Elizabeth Trinidad.
We need your address, hon. Can you speak in the mic?
4921 Wash Avenue, East Chicago. Like I said, I'm about sure everybody knows me by now. I don't only advocate for one of my children, I advocate for all my children. This one being one of them. So today I'm not here for Isaiah. Today I'm here for my daughter Liz Marie and her charity. You can't hear me? Can you hear me now? Okay. So where do I start? First and foremost, this is her last year. She's in 6th grade. first time cheering, while getting into the cheering athletic field, like I say. She was a very shy girl, still is to a certain point. When she decided to get into cheer, she became a whole different person. She's not shy, she has more friends, she's more outgoing. And for a school, and this is actually the very first school that I see incorporates all children from K to 6, because I've never seen that. And that's something that I appreciate the school to do, because there are little girls that are 5 years old that see the bigger girls doing this and they want to do it. So for them to incorporate that, or incorporate them to participate in that, is amazing to me. I've never seen a school do it. This is the first year that my daughter actually does cheer, so this is the first time I ever see that. For them to take out, as coaches, to take out their time to train these kids, 3 times a week, that's a lot of kids. It's 30 kids. And every child, it was actually 80, like she stated. 80 of them tried out, 30 of them made it. Obviously, you got to continue to have good grades. You got to continue to attend school. You got to keep up with your responsibility to be able to participate in this. And I think it's so unfair that a decision has to be made where 12 or 13 of them have to be cut just so the other ones can participate. And I feel like that's so unfair, especially giving the notice a month after they're already picked, after they did fundraisers to do everything they had to do to actually participate in the cheer. So I guess my concern is, like she stated, all because it's not safe at Kerry Gosh, if that's my understanding, right? It was supposed to be at Kerry Gosh?
It's not safe at Kerry Gosh.
It's not safe for the, thank you. I can't even speak. It's not safe, I guess, for the audience, let's just say it that way. I want to sit here and think that them bleachers been there way before I even graduated from there. And I can literally specify that those are probably the same bleachers from back in the day. Y'all got so many schools in the district, it's so simple to say, you know what? These are children, they deserve what they worked so hard for. It's so simple to say, you know what? It's not a big deal. Let's find a school that could accommodate the 30 girls. It's not hard. What's the point of cutting them? I'm not understanding what's the point of cutting 12 of them just to accommodate 18 when they all work so hard for what they're trying to accomplish. And I feel like there's other sports that's more important to the city. Cheer might not be so important to the district, but for these little girls, it's very important for them. And they're gonna, obviously, as they get older, they're gonna continue to want to do the same thing and get, they're East Chicago Central Cardinals. This is what we do. And you can't cut 12 and leave 18 just because it's not safe when you guys have other options that you guys could pick to make it possible. And I know my daughter works extremely hard, and I know all the other ones do too. She comes home excited. She gets straight A's, A, B honor roll since she was in kindergarten, just like I'm sure a lot of them are. They work hard to get where they're at, and I don't think it's fair that they have to be cut. They have to be cut. That's what I have.
So, okay, thank you. Let me ask you a question, Mrs. Trinidad. Excuse me, Miss Trinidad. Is this you on the personnel report? Are you the one on this is you on our personnel report?
I sure am.
Okay, and this is your child too that has been transferred to another class? Your child that's been transferred to another class with another teacher. Is this your child?
Yes, it is.
You were here at our last school board meeting.
Yes, I was.
And then you did speak with Dr. Bonet, right? After the meeting was over with?
Spoke to who?
Dr. Bonet, our superintendent of schools. You spoke with him after the meeting was over with?
He spoke to me for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, I know that. That's what
I spoke to him.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, then, thank you. Let's see. So do we have Galleria Riveras? Am I saying that right? Riveras, I'm sorry. Oh, a little one.
my name is Galilea, and my address is... Hi, my name is Galilea, and,
Go ahead, it's okay.
And I want to tell you guys that I didn't feel comfortable cutting the girls because we tried our best while we were in tryouts and we gave all of our effort, and it wasn't fair for us to cut the girls out.
Okay, excuse me, I think that Trustee Smith wanted to ask you all a question about your programs, what happened to them? Yeah, what you were speaking about?
We received an email that each elementary school can only have 18 girls on their cheer team. However, that email came out a month after we held our tryouts, and we accepted 30 girls on our cheer team.
We have two squads. So we have a K-3 squad, which has 14 girls, and a 4-6 squad, which has 16 girls.
But all of the girls
But we all
perform
practice
together
and
and
perform
practice together.
Yes.
Oh, Dr. Bonet, do you have a solution to this?
Yes, thank you, Trustee Smith. So we are just made aware of this concern. So I appreciate our staff, our cheerleading coaches, for bringing the concern and allowing the superintendent to address it. But I was not made aware of this concern until this evening. And so we are aware that there was a broken railing at the top of Kerry Gosh. And when I was doing a walkthrough, said we can't use this gym until it's fixed. It has not been fixed, so that is why we moved it. We will be addressing that concern. I'll be meeting with athletics as well as Ms. Simmons to immediately repair. So when the board sees an item on the claim docket for railings, next board meeting, that's because I'm addressing it.
So don't complain.
Don't complain. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Burnett.
I won't.
So, now we're going to hear from our trustees. Trustee Taylor, I'm going to get you first. You hear me, Trustee Taylor? So you can lay down. Trustees' remarks. Can you hear me, Trustee Taylor? Can she hear me, Jeremy? Can you hear me, Trustee Taylor?
Trustee Taylor, can you hear us?
She don't want to? Oh,
No, I'm just saying.
okay, then I'm going to go to Trustee Rodriguez.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. So I want to provide a quick report following our finance meeting we held yesterday. The meeting included Trustee Smith, myself, as well as Ms. Simmons and our business operations director, the superintendent, as well as our president, Gibson King.
I was in the audience.
We conducted I'm sorry?
She's in the audience.
In the audience. Can't count.
Oh, okay. In the audience is what I meant. We conducted a focus discussion group on several key areas of our district's financial planning, specifically reviewing personnel, our education fund, our operations funds, and the status of our grant funding. A crucial point of discussion was the strategy for achieving the mandated $3.2 million reduction goal by 2027. To ensure the utmost transparency to keep our community fully informed, we discussed possibly of implementing a public-facing reduction scale, sort of a tracking tool on our school city website. This tool will visualize the progress, specific actions we are taking to meet the financial target. We are committed to diligent financial stewardship, and we will continue to update you as these plans develop at our finance meetings. With regards to the cheerleaders, it's always wonderful to see our students, our younger students, I feel that cheerleaders should have the opportunity to participate as they all practice together, they work together, they accomplish tasks together. They should have the right to be recognized together as well, as part of one Cardinal Nation. So I applaud all of the speakers for speaking on behalf of the cheerleaders. Finally, as we head to the holidays, I would like to take this opportunity to wish everyone here and on TV land, as our president say, a very happy Thanksgiving to you, to your family, and please enjoy the well-deserved time off. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Rodriguez. Trustee Smith.
I don't have much to say this time. I just want to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. Thank God for the blessings that we have. Thank Him for bringing us through from 2025 through November 25. It's been a rough year, but God brought us through. He will continue to bless us. So let's be focused on what we have and not what we don't have, because there's some people that has less than we have. So let's be grateful. Let's spend time with our family and let love overrule all. But first of all, be thankful for what you have. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm not saying much because I have a head and that noise is about to kill me.
Thank you, Trustee Smith. Trustee Gomez.
Thank you, Madam President. I have a number of items I wanted to address. One thing I did get this notice from the public library for. One thing I didn't see, Fanny, do you know what time was this event? I don't see it on here. Do you know what time this event is? Okay, if you could find out for us, I'd appreciate it. Let's talk about Thanksgiving. There's some individuals who were graduates of East Chicago Public Schools, namely Juan Fernandez, Kevin Mejia, Dwayne Ransford, who all conducted food drives recently along with the churches, Grace Church, Greater Destiny, Greater First, St. Pat's. And I also want to thank Major Woods for bringing his kids over to the People's Turkey Drive over the weekend. There was a nice showing of East Chicago kids over there. Outside of East Chicago kids, I know Maryville and Andrean are moving on to the state finals in football. I know we have our own football success here, but I'd like to wish them the best of luck in their state finals. Samantha Lozano just recently was named Government Affairs and Public Policy at PepsiCo. She's also a graduate of East Chicago Central High School. For those schools like Lake Central, Hanover, and Doolin who passed their subsequent referendums, congratulations to them. I know we recently passed the salary schedule. My question is, when does that salary schedule come into effect? Because I believe that was to be retroactive July 1st, correct? Has the payments gone out to reflect the changes in salary? Okay. And then I just want to address this to the board. I know we talked about this. I'd like to get the actual language out in front of me. It says here that under bylaws and policy of the board, bylaws shall be adopted, amended, repealed, or suspended by 2/3 vote of the full board physically present. Policies shall be adopted, amended, or repealed by a majority vote of the full board physically present. 2/3 of a 5-member board is 4 members. You'll find that in policy 0131.1. Thank you, that's all.
Thank you, Trustee Gomez. Dr. Burnett, you have anything to say?
Thank Thank you again. I just want to reiterate a good and restful holiday for all of our students and our staff over the next 3 days. And we're excited about our upcoming holiday activities, which includes our Cardinals in Toyland, but also the opportunity for our schools to decorate our trees across from Block Stadium. And we will be looking, once again, following up on the concerns raised by our staff at the our cheerleading staff from Lincoln. Thank you again.
Thank you, Dr. Bernay. I just want to talk about our library here in East Chicago. As Trustee Gomez said, that there was not time there for the December the 10th event that we're going to have. We're also going to have a bazaar September the 6th at the library as well, Friends of the Library. That's December the 6th, which is a bazaar. It's something that we do every year. We are the Friends of the Library. What we do is we have a lot of fundraisers, and we give the monies back to our library for our children, whatever educational things that they may need. This is what we do to support our libraries. That event, like I said, is Saturday, December the 6th. And the time is going to be from 10 to 4:30, and it is at our Pastrick branch here in East Chicago. So we would like for you all to come out and join us on our event with our public library. I also would like to read a letter from the school city. From the foundation of East Chicago. The letter is addressed to me and the board, and it says, "Dear Ms. Gibson King and School City Board members, the foundation of East Chicago board members are in receipt of your letter requesting the next FEC Scholarship College and Career Fair be held at Central High School. The FCF has already committed to hosting the event at Bishop Knoll. This event is also partnership with the Indiana Association for College Admission Counseling. It is our hope that School City of Chicago will continue to take advantage of this opportunity and allow the participation of the juniors and senior classes, Central High School students to attend. Once all the details are finalized for the fall 26 event, we will notify high school representatives of the date and time to allow the proper planning. As we've done this year, we expect to notify Central High School representatives before the end of 25 and 26 school year and final details so they can add that the date to their calendars. Should we have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact us on behalf of the FCC Board of Directors. This is from our foundation of East Chicago that gives our kids scholarships and what have you not. Now I'm going to pardon? Mercedes. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Mercedes. Did Mercedes want to say something? I asked her. You ready to talk? Come on, Ms. Taylor. Talk to us.
All right. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
I apologize. I couldn't unmute fast enough earlier when you were calling my name. But again, thank you guys. Thank you everyone for your patience with me and my audio challenges during this meeting. I know how challenging it could be to navigate a Zoom attending during the meetings that I held at the schools. I mean, those are the most challenging ones, but bronchitis said no today. I had to stay home. So thank you again for your patience with me. But really quickly, I just want to thank you, Dr. Estes, for your presentation and for sharing your priorities tonight. I think you shared a very, very great presentation. I mean, the data, the progress that's happening, all of those things that you shared. I thank you for putting it to light, putting it on paper and letting us see the bigger picture. So while we do still have challenges, I think, and we are aware of that, there is a lot of good things that are taking place, and we should acknowledge and appreciate that. And not dismiss it. So I just want to know that the immediate reaction after the presentation was not reflective of the entire board. I have shared my own concerns with the superintendent, but I just believe that those discussions should happen at the right time and in the right way. So I just wanted to, just put that out there that there is some good happening, and there's always going to be room for improvement, and that's in every individual and every school. So I just want to put that out there. Lastly, as we enter into this holiday season, I just want to wish everyone a blessed and happy Thanksgiving. My prayers are with those especially who will be spending their first holidays without a loved one. May we find comfort and gratitude and cherish the memories that keep them close to our hearts. Thank you and happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Trustee Taylor. Now I'll finish with my last comments here. I want to get back to expounding on the ESS contract company that we hired to hire our teachers. Today, it's just sad to me. Today, I was told that there were 15 teachers that had called off at Central High School, and this company, from what they were saying to me, was that they didn't send over enough teachers to fulfill these positions, these teachers that were absent. And then when they do send them over there, they only send so many of them that take over like 2 classrooms, or they don't have enough staff. So I think that this is something that, since they are going to be here for 6 months, Attorney Harris, I think that when the time comes, we need to revisit this, because it was just only for a trial basis anyway. So then also, I be in the fitness center with the students and parents. I'm a person that is out in our community. It saddens me also that some of the students said that, how many lunch hours do we have, Dr. Bonet, in Central? 2. We have 2. So this lunch hour, the one that's B lunch, for some reason they're saying that they are running out of food. The kids are not getting enough food to eat. And this has been happening quite a bit on this B lunch. So I let them know that I would address that with you, as well as the ESS. And I don't know if you had responded to, Jesse, did you get a response from your text that you sent about something about the wrestling kids with the clothes and stuff that was all on Facebook about these kids, these students? Did you get a response from Dr. Bonet on that?
No.
Okay, well then I guess Dr. Bonet will follow up with us, as that's another concern about the wrestling kids with their clothes and uniforms and things that they're supposed to have. I know all this came across my phone, so I know that I said that I would address it, and so hopefully that the matter will be rectified and taken care of. This ends my remark too, as well as I would like for I'm so glad, we have to get better with you all. You all do sit here and be patient with us. I know I appreciate it. That's why I always apologize for what's happening here. And so I would like for you all to have a blessed Thanksgiving. Be safe over the holidays. Enjoy your family with love. Stay prayed up. If you don't do anything else, stay prayed up. So this concludes what I have to say. The next meeting that we will have
I'm sorry, President Gibson King,
yes,
were you inquiring about wrestling?
this is what I was told about clothes.
I believe you were included on the text with Trustee Gomez regarding the wrestling inquiry.
I asked Trustee Gomez because he was the one that sent the text to you. I didn't send it to you. I just want to know that he get a response.
I'm aware. He is the originator of the text.
Oh, okay.
My response is that, yes, you were included. And I believe my response is when we have community concerns.
Yes.
So once again, I'll publicly say, I do not respond to comments on Facebook. I will spend my entire day responding to every comment on Facebook. Please encourage community members, when they have concerns, to my office.
Oh, well, this was not the only thing this was just part of on Facebook. Everything that I had to say was in person with parents and teachers about B-Lunch, okay, with the ESS people that did not have
You brought up
subs.
wrestling.
Hold on, and then Jesse was the one that sent the text to Dr. Bonet. That's what I'm saying. It was not me, but he got a receipt.
I just don't know why you would ask a specific question to Trustee Gomez
I had to because
if you had a concern about wrestling.
Yes. But anyway, let me clarify that the next date of our meeting will be December the 9th. Thank you. At the administration building. And this will adjourn our meeting.
Madam President, make a motion to adjourn?
Madam Rodriguez. Trustee Rodriguez, motion to adjourn. Second. And second by Trustee Smith. Madam Secretary, roll call, please.
Trustee Gomez?
Yes.
Yes.
Trustee Smith?
Yes.
Trustee Rodriguez?
Yes.
Trustee Taylor?
Yes.
Madam President Gibson King?
Yes. Okay. Thank you.